sunod po sa ating sapina.
Salamat po para sa affirmation niyan. Dahil naalala ko rin, tulad nung naalala ni Elias David yata kanina, nung nasubaybayan nila yung aming Senate investigation naman kina Senyor Aguila. In that investigation, sobra pong na-appreciate nung dalawa naming komite, yung Committee on Public Order at yung Committee on Women, yung tulong ng DOJ. Dahil sila po'y nagdaos ng parallel investigation, sila po'y fact-finding on site at kalaunan sila po ay nag-conduct nung kinakailangang actions para mapaharap talaga sa batas si Senyor Aguila noon. And inaasahan ng committee ito na makakuha din ng hustisya yung ating mga victim survivors. So salamat dun sa affirmation tungkol sa maaring itulong ng PNP. Mayroon pa pala akong tanong kay Yusek Dimaporo sa DSWD. Ma'am, kaugnay po nung isinalaysay kanina ni Elias Rene, yung mga Children's Joy Foundation at yung iba pang mga NGOs, pwede po bang humiling sa department ma-submit yung mga dokumento tungkol sa kanila?
Hopefully po within this week, pero nag-text na po ako sa kanila na i-ready na i-check yung records sa Standards Bureau namin because they are the ones who hold all of the regulated, licensed, and accredited institutions. And we will give you information, ma'am. And also the next steps, kung meron po bang next steps.
Shukran. No, the committee would really appreciate, especially the next steps, kasi we're always looking, aside from in aid of legislation, yung aming mga inquiry, yung mga moving forward, lalo na po sa mga para sa victim survivors. Maraming salamat, ma'am. And perhaps, lastly for me, among the government agencies, bukod sa kung may tanong din at nais ding sabihin ang aking colleague na si Sen. Robin, para po sa Commission on Human Rights, kay Sir Rosero. Tama po ba, sir, na parang ang sakit itanong, pero ganun yung lumalabas sa mga testimonya. Tama po ba ng kahit isang religious organization ay pwedeng maging human rights violator?
Based on the Republic Act number 9268, ito yung expanded, no? One of the declaration of policy is it's hereby declared that the state value the dignity of every human persons and guarantees full respect for human rights. In the pursuit of the policy, the state shall give highest priority on the enactment, measures, and development of programs that will promote human dignity. Under the convention wherein the Philippine government is a state party, in all actions concerning children, even women for that matter, whether undertaken by public institutions or private institutions, the best interest of the child should always be the paramount considerations. So there were allegations of alleged human rights violations involving the right of the child to education, the right of the child to survival. That was already mentioned by USEC or Director Tapales. Thank you po, ma'am.
Salamat po, Mr. Rosero. At kung sakali, handa ba ang CHR magsagawa ng investigasyon sa Kingdom of Jesus Christ?
The Commission as an institution, we are an investigative agency as provided in our constitutions to investigate all forms of human rights violations involving civil and political rights. As an investigative agency of the government, and at the same time, Your Honor, the Commission on Human Rights is the Gender and Development Ombud that we will be closely coordinating with the other agencies of the government as long that the requirements of procedural due process must also be complied with, taking into consideration the right of the party being alleged that the allegations subject to submission also of the counter or answer and other controverted evidence. That will be the subject to determination by our Department of Justice, Your Honor.
And subject to the determination of the DOJ and observing itong lahat ng mga essential requirements of procedural due process, the rights as well of the organization in question, private organization for that matter, appreciation nyo po ng evidence. magiging handa ang CHR magsagawa ng investigasyon kung sakasakaling ma-meet itong mga requirements na ito?
The Commission could motu proprio conduct investigation, Your Honor. As we have said, I've been under the law, Your Honor, involving women's rights are human rights, and human rights are women's rights. It is enshrined regardless if the perpetrator is a private individual or not. As long that it involves violations on the rights of women, it is within the context of human rights abuse or human rights violations for that matter, Your Honor.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Rosero. Meron din po akong mga tanong dahil may nababanggit ng ating mga victim survivors, lalo na yung naging karanasan nila nung sila yung mga bata pa at gustong at dapat mag-aral. So, para po sa Jose Maria College, yung una po, Director Alberto, ay follow-up po nung unang hearing, lalo na po yung testimonyang ibinigay ni alias Amanda tungkol sa kanya at yung sister niya. May update na po ba sa hiniling na transcript of records ni na alias Amanda?
Good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning,
Morning.
good morning, Senator Padilla. In response to the complaint received by this esteemed committee regarding the alleged failure of our institution to release the transcript of records, or TOR, for alias Amanda, we conducted our comprehensive investigation and carefully reviewed our records. So, since 2019, our records demonstrate that all requests and concerns, including credential requests, have been diligently and promptly addressed. And Madam Chair, we cannot really give also the full details because we cannot really identify the full name of alias Amanda. So in JEMCFI, we cannot give the full details if that person has really requested a document in our institution.
Director, pagkatapos po noong unang pagdinig namin, ibinunyag ni Pastor Kibuloy ang mukha at pangalan ni alias Amanda. Kaya nga siya hinaras ng katakot-takot online ng mga, I'm sorry to say, ng mga kapwa-miyembro ng Kingdom. So, kung hindi nyo po masabi sa komite na based on yung buong pangalan ni alias Amanda ay na-trace nyo na yung kanyang transcript of records, pwede nyo pong itanong kay Pastor Kibuloy. Nilagay niya sa panganib si alias Amanda kasi pinangalanan nila ni Pastor online ang pangalan niya. So, the committee would appreciate Director Alberto kung soonest, bago pa yung, kung kakayanin po within the day. Dahil po nung unang hearing, nandito rin po yung Commission on Higher Education at sila po'y nag-ugnay sa kanilang Region 11 office na umugnay sa Jose Maria College para makuha na po yung transcript of records. Grades naman po yun ni alias Amanda at nung sister niya. Sana po within the day, Director, pwede nyo pong bigyan ng update ang komite na ipadala nyo na po kina alias Amanda. It's been almost a month po mula nung unang pagdinig. Yung kanilang TOR, pati TOR po nung kanyang sister.
Yes, Madam Chair, we are more than willing to cooperate with that. And if the name, if we have the same name, what we have here, Madam Chair,
I'm sure you do,
yes,
Director.
we can really provide the documents for alias Amanda, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Aasahan po yan ng Komite Director Alberto. And then, okay, kasi kaugnay po nung mga testimonya kanina, Attorney, I'll call you in a bit po. I just have a follow-up question kay Director Alberto. Actually, I have a question also for the good attorney. Kaugnay po ng testimonya kanina ni alias Rene at saka alias David, lalo na, no? Full-time workers po ba kayo, Director Alberto?
Yes, Your Honor.
And full-time worker din po ba si Attorney Laurente?
Yes po, Madam Chair.
May sweldo po ba kayo, Director Alberto?
Yes, Your Honor.
And may sweldo din po ba kayo, Attorney Laurente?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, well, swerte po kayo kasi marami pong full-time worker din pero walang sweldo o sahod at wala pong
If I may answer,
benepisyo.
Madam Chair.
Just a minute po. Yes, and before I recognize Attorney Laurenti to speak, the chair corrects herself. The good attorney is here not only as counsel but also as resource person from the Records Division of Jose Maria College. So, Attorney Laurenti, you may answer the questions of the chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So first of all, since we just tackled about the salary of the full-time workers, I would like to address that issue since, Madam Chair, it is in the interest of justice and equity that we cannot attribute or impute any crime or any specific incidents to any individual without concrete evidence. And it is constitutional guarantee, Madam Chair, that there is presumption of innocence to any individual, and anyone who alleges the crime has the burden of proof, Madam Chair. And with regards to the records requested by alias Amanda, yes, Madam Chair, we have conducted thorough investigation and also reviewed all of our records, and it has come to our attention that there was no documentation within our archives, Madam Chair, that there was a request for TOR, and that that made a formal request for her TOR, this alias Amanda. And this absence of records, Madam Chair, is likely attributable to the previous challenges in the administration. In fact, Madam Chair, we had a change or revamp or restructuring of JMC FI since 2019. So because of this, there was no proper turnover of documents. So what we did, we had a robust implementation of policies and procedures. So if Miss alias Amanda would like to request for her TOR, maybe she has to undergo the right process, the appropriate process in order to acquire her transcript of records, and that is to go to our registrar's office and request if it's for employment or if it's for education purposes, Madam Chair.
Attorney Laurenti, siguro makikipag-ugnayan na lang yung komite sa CHED. Dahil it seems we're again hitting a wall. Kung nagkaroon man ng restructuring yung college since 2019, hindi lang naman ang JMC, any college, any university in the Philippines, lalo na rehistrado sa CHED, ay maaring dumaan sa restructuring. Pero, obligado pa rin na i-preserve at ibigay sa mga naging estudyante ang TOR nila. And I cannot, as the chair of the committee, ask alias Amanda, sa dinami-dami na ng pinagdusahan niya, to further undergo a process of going to the registrar. The chair hears you, attorney, about evidence, presumption of innocence, burden of proof, etc. Sinabi na po yun ng lahat din ng mga panyero ninyo, ng mga abogado sa ating mga resource persons. And the committee is well-minded always to observe those. Pero as for the transcript of records ni alias Amanda, or kahit ng ibang mga naging estudyante or naging scholars, siguro mas mabunga kung makikipag-ugnayan na lang kami sa CHED, Region 11 sa halip sa JMC. But I do have a few other last questions for JMC dahil nabanggit ko na rin po yung mga scholars, pinangakuan ng scholarship at makapag-aral. Ilan po ba ang scholars siguro itanong ko kay Director Alberto, ilan po ang scholars sa JMC at lahat po ba sila ay miyembro or workers sa Kingdom?
Madam Chair, we can affirm that there are scholars granted by the Kingdom of Jesus Christ to all full-time miracle workers. As to the number, Madam Chair, we can provide you with the complete details. We will provide. But rest assured that there are scholars in JMCFI that is being granted to all full-time miracle workers, Madam Chair.
Okay. May nakailang tanong na po ako sa inyo ngayong araw, and this is not the first time na alam nyo itong mga issue. Wala po kayong nasagot kahit isang tanong na ngayon na at kompleto, no? So, puro excuse, puro paliwanag. Pero yung mga naging estudyante, mga pinangako ang maging scholar, sobra na po ang pahirap ng JMC at ng Kingdom sa kanila. I asked you ilan po ang scholars, you will provide the information. Kayo po ang Records and Admission Director. Nung nasa college po ako, yung